I like people. I'd like some paper people. They be purple paper people, maybe pop up purple paper people, proper pop up purple paper people. How do you prop up? Pop up purple paper people. I hear you cry. Well, I'd prop up proper pop up purple paper people with a proper pop up purple paper people clip. I'd pre-prepare appropriate adhesives as alternatives, a cheeky pack of blue tack just in case the paper slipped, because I could build a pop up metropolis. But I wouldn't want to deal with all the paper people politics, paper politicians with their paper thin policies, broken promises without appropriate apologies. There'd be a little paper me, and there'd be a little paper you. And we could watch paper TV and it would all be pay-per-view. We'd see the poppy paper rappers rap about their paper package, or watch paper people carriers get stuck in paper traffic on the A4 paper. There'd be a paper Princess Kate, but we'd all stare at paper Pippa, and we'd all live in fear of Jack the Paper Ripper, because the paper propaganda propagates the people's prejudices. Papers printing pictures of the photogenic terrorists, a little paper me, and a little paper you, and in a pop-up population, people's problems pop up too. There'd be a pompous paper parliament who remained out of touch and who ignored the people's protests at all about all the paper cuts. Then the peaceful paper protests would all get blown to paper pieces by the confetti cannons manned by preemptive police. And yes, there'd still be paper money, so there'd still be paper greed, and all the paper picky bankers pocketing more than they need, purchasing the potpourri to pepper their paper properties. Others live in poverty and ain't acknowledged properly, a proper poor economy where so many are proper poor while their needs are ignored. The money goes to big wars, origami armies for unfull plans for paper planes, and we remain imprisoned in our own paper chains. But the greater shame is that it always seems to stay the same. What changes is who's in power choosing how to lay the blame. They're naming names, forgetting these are the names of people. Because in the end, it all comes back to people. I like people. Because even when the situation's dire, it's only ever people who are able to inspire, and on paper it's hard to see how we all cope, but in the bottom of Pandora's box there's still hope, and I still hope because I believe in people. People like my grandparents, who every single day since I was born have taken time out of their morning to pray for me. That's 7,892 days straight of someone checking I'm okay, and that's amazing. People like my aunt, who puts on plays with prisoners, people who are capable of genuine forgiveness, people like the persecuted Palestinians, people who go out of the way to make your life better and expect nothing in return. You see, people have potential to be powerful. Just because the people in power tend to pretend to be victims, we don't need to succumb to that system, and a paper population is no different. There's a little paper me, and there's a little paper you, and in a pop-up population, people's problems pop up too, and even if the whole world fell apart, then we'd still make it through, because we're people. Thank you.